Meanwhile, let me take this opportunity to thank the administration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. for supporting the Office of the Vice President, implementation of the expanded Medical Assistance Program and Burial Assistance Program. To the honorable members of Congress who believed in our genuine desire to serve the people, maraming salamat po. Hindi po nasasayang ang budget na ibinigay ninyo sa OVP na ibabalik namin dito sa mga Pilipino sa pamamagitan ng aming mga programa. Maraming salamat po sa inyong paniniwala at kumpiyansa. Ngayon, we have observed that the welfare of our emergency responders, including relief workers and volunteers, often take a backseat, perhaps because their condition is lost in the confusion and chaos, and yet, even without food, we see them responding to the needs of disaster victims nonstop without complaining. The OVP Kalusugan Food Trucks wishes to address this because these food trucks are equipped with mobile kitchen essentials. We could provide hot meals to our responders on the ground. Right now, the Kalusugan food trucks are being utilized to implement another OVP special project, the PanSarap. PanSarap is a supplemental nutrition intervention that addresses the incidence of malnutrition among school children. Various studies have established a correlation between malnutrition and effective learning. Learning becomes doubly challenging for children with poor nutrition. We have started to roll out the PanSarap project, bringing it to the Nuro Central Elementary School in the town of Upi in Maguindanao. Over 1,000 undernourished school learners will be given enhanced PanSarap buns for 120 days. And it is currently implemented as well at Tamugan Elementary School in Davao City with 733 learners as beneficiaries. During the 120-day period, the progress of the child's health is being monitored and significant development is to be expected. The PanSarap buns are halal certified and they come in various flavors. Another special project of the OVP that targets young learners and the youth, underscoring the power of education, is the You Can Be Vice President project. The first You Can Be VP participant was Trix, a bright student of Pagalangang National High School in Dinalupihan, Bataan. She accompanied me on my first official foreign trip to Japan. Trix epitomizes a learner who is determined to make her dreams a reality. A picture of a student working hard to finish her education because she knows that education is her best ticket for her dreams to come true. During our trip to Japan, she observed my official engagements, including a visit to an elementary school and a meeting with officials from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology. We hope to see and welcome more young Filipinos like Trix to the program, learners whose determination and hard work could inspire other young Filipinos to reach for the sky and provide us, people in the government service and our partners, hope and strength to do more for our children and their futures. We have to invest in Trix and all Filipino children, ensure their welfare, protect their rights, and uphold and advocate for a safe, stable, and strong life and future for them. We should take a non-negotiable stance for our children, for our future. This is precisely the message we are turning up with the PagbaBAGo, a Million Learners and Trees campaign. We officially launched this campaign simultaneously on May 27 through our satellite offices. But even before this, the Office of the Vice President had been actively advocating for the principles of PagbaBAGo nationwide, reaching learners even in far-flung towns or island provinces. This is a campaign implemented with the help of the Department of Education. Ako din yun. And the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. We thank Secretary Loizaga for this partnership. And of course, with the support of our local groups and individual partners. We have distributed around 10,000 PagbaBAGo backpacks to school children through our satellite offices during our official launch. Each backpack contains basic school supplies and a dental kit. And let me highlight the advocacies of the program. First, the value of education. The underlying message that we want to instill in the hearts and minds of our learners is the value of education and its power to change lives for the better. Second, the value of hygiene. We want to educate learners on the importance of toothbrushing in their health and overall growth and development. Toothbrushing is a form of self-discipline. Third is care for the environment and advocating sustainable development. We want to raise the awareness of our learners about the importance of protecting the environment in the face of growing concerns over the impact of climate change in our communities. Growing trees in areas once forested and lush with mangroves is an effective and essential approach to addressing climate change, and we would like to involve the communities in action, mobilizing everyone to restore damaged biodiversity and protecting the remaining ecosystem. Meanwhile, let me take this opportunity to thank the administration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. for supporting the Office of the Vice President, implementation of the expanded medical assistance program and burial assistance program. To the honorable members of Congress who believed in our genuine desire to serve the people, maraming salamat po. Hindi po nasasayang ang budget na ibinigay ninyo sa OVP, na ibabalik namin dito sa mga Pilipino sa pamamagitan ng aming mga programa. Maraming salamat po sa inyong paniniwala at kumpiyansa. Ngayon, araw-araw dinadagsa ang ating mga satellite offices at extension offices ng mga kababayan nating nangangailangan ng tulong para sa pagpapaospital ng kanilang mga mahal sa buhay. At lagi pong mataas ang pila sa serbisyong ito. For the medical assistance program alone, we served 22,970 Filipinos and spent more than 236 million pesos from June last year to April this year. We forged partnerships with several hospitals and other service providers such as pharmacies to successfully implement this social service nationwide. We are truly grateful for your trust in the Office of the Vice President, something that we deeply value as it translates into actual medical services extended to our fellow Filipinos who are mostly financially challenged. The Burial Assistance Program is another social service that provides relief to families without financial capacity to bury their dead loved ones. As of April this year, the program has assisted 6,175 families utilizing 30,875,000 pesos. I'm also grateful to our partners for the implementation of the Negosyo Ta program, which we officially launched in March. Our first beneficiary is the Makabagong Ina at Kababaihan Tungo sa Asenso Incorporated, or MICA, a women's group based in San Pedro, Laguna. The group of 55 mothers produces paper products from water lily pulp. We offer this project to sectors and groups needing funding for livelihood projects. I am confident in the potential of this project to improve the economic condition of the people, as I have personally seen positive results when I implemented it in Davao as mayor of the city. Members of women's organizations that received funding for their projects became financially independent, and a financially independent woman is an empowered woman. An empowered woman is a strong woman, a productive woman, and a dependable woman. Let me emphasize this. The Negosyo Ta is open to all groups and sectors, especially in communities where livelihood opportunities are insufficient. Our vision is to see marginalized sectors and groups right in the middle of robust economic activities in our communities where the incidence of poverty is high, and to open opportunities for others to be financially literate and secure. We have partnered with the Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation and the Department of Trade and Industry for the financial literacy and capacity building training of Negosyo Ta beneficiaries. Another service that would have been impossible for us to do without the help of the Department of Transportation, the Land Transportation, Franchising and Regulatory Board, and the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority is the Libreng Sakay. We have deployed 1 bus in Davao, 1 in Cebu, 1 in Bacolod, and 4 buses in Metro Manila for this project. 4 buses in Metro Manila with the opening of a new route, the Quiapo Commonwealth route, because we were made aware of the continued public demand for transport services in this route. And we thank Jack Liner Incorporated, Valyacar Transit Incorporated, and Bachelor Express Incorporated for your generosity in providing solutions to the mobility concerns of thousands of our fellow Filipinos living in key cities of the Philippines. We also recognize the Public Attorney's Office for sharing their legal expertise for those who come to the OVP with their legal problems. My engagements and meetings with 45 foreign dignitaries and resident ambassadors from various countries have helped deepen our relations with them. I received courtesy calls from my counterparts, ministers, other dignitaries, and resident ambassadors from foreign governments. My first official foreign visit was as the President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s special envoy to the state funeral for former Japanese Prime Minister Abe Shinzo in Tokyo, Japan. Since last year, we have been moving around the country, meeting with teachers and learners, consulting with community organizations, and talking to LGU officials in 38 cities and 32 provinces. These visits keep us in touch with the realities on the ground, and they remind us of the work that should be done. And a lot could still be done. Ladies and gentlemen, the success of the Office of the Vice President's program is a win for every Filipino. The programs of the Office of the Vice President do not only provide our fellow Filipinos with quick relief from worries of getting by the daily challenges of life, they also offer our people opportunities that could potentially create the most profound difference in their lives. That is why we are looking forward to our continued unity, that we will be able to empower more Filipinos, especially those whose lives have been chronically cornered by the violence of poverty. Other forms of violence that we need to address is the violence of insurgency, terrorism, illegal drugs, and criminality. We should always defend our children from the influence of the enemies of the government and the Filipino people, and ensure that we help them build on the future of a strong foundation of a nation bound for greatness. We are called to protect the gains of our efforts to alleviate our people from poverty, and we are challenged to continue working on sustainable and inclusive development. And I would like to highlight my gratitude to the city of Davao and the Davaoeños, for they have made me who I am today, and they taught me so many lessons while I was vice mayor and city mayor of my beloved hometown. Daghang salamat sa mga Davaoeño. We have started good, but for us, good is not good enough. We want excellence for our country. And the only way we could do this is if we work harder, if we remain faithful to the call to serve the interests of our people, if we broaden our collaborations, strengthen our unities, and deepen our commitment and dedication to public service. And so now, more than ever, I call on you, our partners, to hold on to our shared dreams as a nation. For it was our shared dreams and our shared desire to serve, fortified by our unity, that breathed life into our programs. This is us investing in social change. This is us investing in our children by promoting their welfare and fundamental rights as humans and citizens of our country. This is us investing in our future. This is us, the Office of the Vice President, and all of you, our beloved partners. We have barely scratched the surface. We can still do more. Thank you for your trust and confidence in the Office of the Vice President. Daghan kaayong salamat sa inyong pagsalig, sa inyong suporta, sa inyong tabang, ug sa kanunay ninyong pag-alagad sa amo ang opisina. Mananatili tayong matatag tungo sa isang bansang makabata at batang makabansa. Ang lahat po ng ginagawa natin ay para sa Diyos, sa bayan, at sa pamilyang Pilipino. Syukran.
Thank you very much, Vice President Sara Z. Duterte, for your inspiring words and unwavering dedication to public service. Now, let us take a moment to reflect on the remarkable achievements of the Office of the Vice President.